Yeah, it's so difficult to do that.
Yeah.
So what's up, boys?
Howdy, partners.
Howdy, partners. Recently, I've been watching Full House, just like starting it over and like seeing how it's going.
Oh,
and,
shit, dude. Cut it out.
Do y'all know what a Wonder Kid is?
No, what's a Wonder Kid?
No,
A Wonder
I know
Kid
Wonder
is
Bread.
like, say, like a kid comes out of college and they're like really good at basketball. And they're like, oh, this guy's going to be like LeBron and shit.
Oh, like WUNDERKIND, Wonder Kid.
yeah, Wonder
Yeah,
Kid.
it's like somebody's gonna be like a flash, like lightning in a pan, lightning in a bottle
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
person,
yeah.
like one in a million type of person.
Like someone
So-
who has just natural skill.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
something.
Yeah, Michael Jordan type, of
Yeah.
fucking Steve Jobs type. Shit
So
like
they were
that.
saying like the Olsen twins were like Wonder Kids of acting or whatever the fuck.
What the fuck?
And I'm watching it back now.
You
and
got
they're
it,
the
dude.
opposite.
They're just little kids.
Yeah, man, they're not.
And
And they keep switching them out because they're probably being bad and falling asleep and shit.
when they were young as hell, them was some ugly ass babies.
They were creepy looking.
They
look
had
like
big old
monkeys.
eyes, dude.
They look like
little-
monkeys.
They did kind of look like little
They
monkeys.
did. They
dude.
look like little dolls.
Yeah.
Creepy little dolls.
They look
Yeah.
fucking strange.
Yeah, that's crazy that they had a set of twins and they just had them fucking acting since they were like babies.
And the whole time watching
That'll
the show,
ruin a kid.
I'm also thinking, I'm like, how can they afford this house in San Francisco? You know how expensive that is?
That house
And it was
is
a-
massive.
It was a huge house.
It's a
You
fat
saw the
house.
attic, Uncle
The
Jesse's
attic
attic?
was
It was the size of Drake and Josh's room, dude. It's
Yeah.
massive.
It's a fat attic.
Drake and Josh's room, that's another giant one. And I'm like, how the fuck do they afford this? This is like 2 studio apartments.
and
in
I think
one.
Danny, the father, was like the only one that had a job.
Yeah.
Like a stable job.
He was
Joey
like a
was doing the
sports
comedy.
broadcaster, right?
He was an anchor.
Like a sports
news
anchor?
A
A news
news
anchor?
anchor.
Yeah, news anchor.
Damn.
Interesting.
Supporting his entire family and Kibby Gibbler.
And Kimmy Gibbler.
I mean, come on, dude. He's got his fucking 2 brother-in-laws.
Both brother-in-laws. One is a brother-in-law. One is his.
Actual brother?
I think
I don't
one
think
is-
either.
I think one is his actual brother.
Which one though? Joey doesn't. Neither of them look like his. For sure, it's not Uncle Jesse.
No, it's the other one.
Uncle Jesse
Joey?
was his wife's brother.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't know about the other guy, Joey. I'm not sure if Joey's his brother or his friend.
I feel like Joey.
Joey might just be a friend. I think.
Then get the fuck out of my house.
He must be really cool with them. Yeah, you can live in my house for free, dude.
Yeah, no.
Why don't you let me live
that's
here?
crazy.
What the fuck,
Yeah,
man?
yeah. Why don't you let me live here? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
let me set up shop right here.
Yeah, you can move into my dog's cage.
You can share the cage with him.
That's the only
It's
place
his
I have room.
childhood best friend.
His childhood best
Oh,
friend.
okay. What a real one, Danny Tanner.
I know, letting him live there.
Rent free.
Yeah, that's crazy though, man. And then what happened to the Olsen twins? They got fucked up, right? Like
They-
they got addicted to drugs
Nah.
later in life, and
Yeah,
Nah.
they were doing drugs.
yeah,
Yeah,
didn't they like
They
go to
didn't get-
rehab and stuff?
They
Both
didn't
of
get
them?
fucked up. They're just chilling.
But
They choose not to act in like shit like that.
but it wasn't because they got addicted to drugs and got like
Nah, bro,
cut
they're
out of the
making-
scene.
They're making good
Gio
money.
is one of them Wanda from
That's
No,
the sister.
That's a sister.
that's their older sister.
yeah, no, the younger sister.
They have their younger sister.
That's
There's a
their
twin.
younger sister.
Yeah.
So there's the twins, and they have a younger sister.
Yes.
And the younger sister is Wanda from
Yeah.
the Marvel universe.
If
Scarlet
they wouldn't have
Witch.
done all those drugs, maybe they would have looked like her.
Yeah.
Let me see if they
But
did
now
drugs.
they
I
look
feel
like
they
dead
didn't do
people
drugs.
instead of
I
hot
know.
Wanda.
I'm pretty sure they did do drugs though. Like, you know who else kind of had that?
No.
that-
They for sure. I remember like a whole scandal about them.
I'm
being
sure they
addicted.
did. You know who else had the drugged out white girl look? Fucking Paris Hilton.
Oh, ew.
She looked like she was out of it all
Yeah.
the time.
I don't know enough about Paris Hilton. She's
She's
I-
gross. That's,
she's
that's the
gross.
first porn I ever saw was Paris Hilton, and it
Yeah.
made my stomach hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not really pleasing to look at.
No, I was like,
Who's the
10,
guy in it?
11? I don't know, just some random white dude. I was
They
like
did not
10 or
have a
11.
drug thing.
They didn't.
No.
Wow, dude. Then
And they're both worth $100 million.
they don't look great because I thought
Damn.
they were addicted to drugs for years.
I know, they're just skinny white girls, I
I
guess.
thought they went to rehab. Somebody feed these poor girls. They're not addicted to drugs. And what reason do they have to look gray like that?
Isn't that crazy that they had a whole celebrity rehab show?
Yeah.
Where they would just make a show out of these people whose lives are falling apart.
And they're so fucking rich. It's insane.
Yeah.
And they go to this place and they're like, all right, sit in this room and be good.
talk about their problems.
Yeah, be good and don't do any drugs, guys.
Dude, you know, I've heard and I've read that most rehabs are bullshit. Like, they don't actually work.
Yeah, isn't there like fucking 15% or something actually make it out and
Yeah.
stay clean?
Yeah, the rate of people who, like, relapse is very high.
Yeah. Because if you think about man, drug addiction I'm sure is really hard because
Yeah.
I feel like the only way someone will really stop is if something terrible happens to them and they have to. Like they fucking
Even then,
I don't know,
man.
they punch
Even-
their
yeah,
mom
even
or
then
something
it's
like
hard,
that
like-
and you're like I got to reevaluate.
Even think about like when someone has like they lose a kidney or some shit and they have to change their diet. Bro, they don't change.
They don't give a fuck. Well, it doesn't always work, but I'm saying like that might be one of the ways or if they want to.
Yeah.
That's the true way if they want to.
I don't think you should look at it as they don't work. I feel like you should look at it as addiction is hard to beat.
Yeah.
Like when you get truly addicted to something, it's just hard to like overcome that shit.
Yeah, because imagine, like, you're off that heroin, you know?
And the heroin make you feel good.
Yeah, you're shooting up, you're running around through daisy fields, you're having a fantastic... I feel like I'm underwater with the whales. And then you...
Look, John Lennon did heroin, so it had to be fire.
And they made great songs.
Exactly.
That's why he made that Walrus song.
And
And then you go to this rehab place, they make you clean, right? You don't want to do it, I'm sure, the whole time. It fucking sucks. And,
Yeah.
You know, because not only are they not letting you do drugs, but it's also like a discipline thing where they got you, like, kind of in boarding school.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when you get out, you're like, well, I still have all the money that I had before. I'm just gonna go buy some more drugs.
Yeah. I'm gonna
And
I don't want to stop.
I wasn't doing drugs for like the last month, so I'm gonna do it again, and it's gonna feel amazing.
And
Yeah.
I very much think it's tied to like their social circles, right? Like if you're somebody who's famous
That's the
and
hardest
rich,
part.
Yeah, very true.
you have that lifestyle, or let's say even like us, like we're not rich and famous, but let's just say if you're our age, like mid 20s, late 20s guys, and you're hanging out with a lot of people who go out all the time and they do
Yeah.
like hard drugs, like they do coke and shit frequently. They go out, they spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
You're more likely than not going to be doing the same things, following the same patterns.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get out of it. Let's say if you get away from those people for a few months and you come back and those are your circle of friends, you're gonna get back into it very easily.
Yup.
For sure, it's just around. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's wild. And you know what? If you think about it, now this is a little fucked up, but do you think a rehab place kind of half-asses it so that they keep coming back?
100%. I
Well, they
think
don't
some
want
of
to
them
clean
do.
everybody up. They don't want to clean everybody up. Well,
Dude, I think
now
some
our
do,
business
man.
is gone, guys.
I think some like they know that there's better ways they can treat some people.
Yeah.
But they don't go all the way.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I think they're also limited by like legal shit. Like they can't do certain things. Like imagine if you could beat somebody up if they're fucking on drugs.
Oh, dude.
Imagine
yeah.
like you could beat them into not doing it anymore.
Give them the Mckamey Manor treatment.
Yeah, I feel like that might work.
Yeah.
Somebody beats your ass every time you try and fucking drink.
That would be crazy as hell.
They hold your arms up and shit, and they just fucking go at it at your stomach, at your torso. You gonna do drugs again? You gonna do drugs again? I told you no. No, I'm not gonna do drugs anymore. And then they leave. I'm gonna do drugs one more time. Just one more time.
Now that the evil man is gone.
I was watching this like documentary thing about Mckamey Manor. Do y'all know what that is?
Nah.
No.
It's like that haunted house where they make you sign the waivers, and it's basically as extreme as it gets. It's like the world's most deadly, scariest haunted
Deadly?
house. No, okay, not deadly. Like the world's most extreme haunted house.
Okay.
They'll like hurt you and shit.
Oh.
In America?
Yeah, it's in America. It's in Idaho. No. It was like in one of those like some random ass middle town, and then they tried to, and then eventually like a bunch of legal action got taken against these people because they do crazy
Yo,
things.
It's in fucking
They tried
Idaho.
moving states, and all these states told them, no, you can't set up shop here. You can't open that business here. And it's keep moving from place to place. I think he settled in Idaho, and I
That's
think now
hilarious.
it's still in Idaho.
Wait,
It's
so clarify what it is. Is it like one of those places where you go and they have like people dressed up to scare you? It's like that?
way worse. So, okay, these people, they were talking about, so it starts off with 3 people that participated in it that are like, don't ever do this. Like, trust me, this fucking crazy. So these people, one of them was an ex-soldier who had done like 3 tours. So he had like an adrenaline kick, and like he always wanted adrenaline. He would always go to these like extreme haunted houses. So they were saying there's like the boo haunted houses that we go to, like just the regular shit where they're around a corner and they scare you, but they don't really touch you.
The boo houses.
Boo, that's what they call
Boo.
them. And then there's the more extreme ones where they'll kind of touch you and they'll grab you and whatever, and like they might like rope you up, but they don't really hurt you. And if you say stop and shit, like
They'll
they're
stop.
always asking like, is this consensual? Are you good with this?
Yeah.
There's like a safety word and shit. This place, there's no safety word. They have to sign a waiver that says if they die, they're not responsible for it. What the Bro, they can
I'm kinda with that.
They can pull their teeth out. They can
Oh!
cut their hair. They
Whoa!
can drown them. They can do essentially whatever they want.
Whoa!
They're not trying to kill them, but they do definitely. They can punch them. They can do all that stuff.
What the fuck?
Crazy shit. So it starts off with these 3 people. The dude, the ex-soldier, right? And then there's these 2 women, dumb as fuck. These 2 women want to be horror actresses, right?
Yeah.
So this Mckamey Manor gets popular on the internet.
Okay.
And it starts making the rounds. And at first, it's this guy named Russ, right? They keep referring to this evil guy named Russ who's in charge of it. He was like a sociopath.
Evil guy.
Evil, he's fucking crazy, Russ. And so he starts up a Mckamey Manor in his house, like just in his garage and the rest of his house. And he sets up a thing.
Yo, this guy is sick.
Oh, he's a psycho, bro. So, and at first, it's pretty extreme, but it's like that, where like they have the consent word and all that shit.
Yeah.
So it makes the rounds on the internet, and it starts getting popular, and all these people see it, and like they're putting it on like Good Morning America and stuff like that, like clips of it. And so these people start hitting them up because everyone wants to participate in this. So all these people, these 2 women, they want to be horror actresses, and they're like, this thing is kind of like promoting itself to be like, you're the star of the show, like we're gonna fuck with you, and like it's like a horror movie basically. Like, you're putting
Okay.
yourself in a horror movie. So these girls are like, okay, if I get on this, and he records everything. So on the waivers and shit, he records from start to
way.
finish the whole thing. He was recording everything. So, and he can put it on the internet. He can do whatever he wants with it.
Oh my god!
And so these two women, they want to be horror actresses. So they try joining because they want to be in it. They want to like get like they want to become like they want to like open up a YouTube channel and all this stuff. And it'll help them like boost their shit or whatever. I don't know. If you like comment, hey, that's me. That's me that they're slapping.
That's me.
He took my teeth out.
That's me that they're choking.
So these fucking people, they email this guy, right? And they get lucky. So apparently at this point, there's like 20,000 people that want to sign up for it, like that have like their name on a wait list. And I don't know how this guy chooses people, but maybe he sees the story they sent him, which if you're like a sick person like that and you want to like torture people, it'd be kind of best to get the people who are like being like, oh, I want to be in a horror movie. It's like, oh, I'll show you a horror movie. So
I'll show you my horror movie.
I'll show you my horror movie. So he ends up hitting back all three of these people, right? Like at different times.
Yeah.
And they all go. And so apparently everyone is covered in a mask. Like everyone participating in this aside from him. So all the people that show up to pick you up and all this stuff, they're all wearing masks. So you don't know who anybody is except the guy. So they had to show up somewhere by themselves in like some weird secluded area. And like I think they told them like it was like a weekend. And one of the girls like went to like a high school bleacher, like the football field or whatever. And they told her to like stay there, don't look anywhere, like look straight. And a bunch of masked people come with waivers.
Oh.
And they told you not to look at them. They just give you the waivers. It's like 40 pages of waivers of all kinds of crazy shit. No like stop word, no safety word. They basically, they're allowed to keep fucking with you until they feel like you're done. Like they're good. And they'll do this for like 8 hours.
Oh my god!
Like every session is at least like 6 to 8 to 10 hours. Like it's long as fuck.
So there's no financial.
Oh,
game.
and that's the other thing. This guy makes no money from it.
Yeah, he makes no money. He's doing it for the love of the game.
From the goodness
For the
of his
love
heart?
of the game, dude. Yeah, this is out of the goodness of his heart, dude.
Wait,
yeah.
so they're not making. There's no financial gain.
Yeah.
So what are the sessions like? Like describe what they're like for these women that you just told us about.
Okay, so they get the people, right? They sign all the stuff. In the moment, too, right? They sign the waivers when it's happening. After they sign the waivers, they blindfold them, and they put headphones on them. And
fuck out of here.
they're playing different things in the headphones. One of the guys said that they were playing, like, Crying Babies, like, really loud in his ears. Like, all the volume turned all the way up, Crying Babies, and they duct tape all the shit on his head. So they duct tape, like, his eyes, they duct tape the headphones, they duct tape his hands. He's, like, in a car, right? Like, completely blindfolded. He has no idea where he's going.
Yeah.
They drive him out to wherever the place is. It's supposed to be, like, I don't think anyone knows where it is. I think you have to participate in it to find out where it is. Like, the new one. I think the first one was just, like, at his house. So they take him there. And they basically take you in, and they just start fucking with you, dude. They'll dunk their head underwater and hold it there. They'll ask them what their greatest fears are, and they'll put spiders all over them. They'll cut their hair. They pulled their teeth out. Like I watched like 30 minutes of an hour and a half documentary. So it gets worse, but it's fucking crazy, bro. They'll lock them in rooms. They put one girl in a freezer for like 2 hours. They put and bro, he's recording the whole thing, right? So it's actual clips of the people that are talking, and they're like shaking, bro. They're like, please stop, Russ, please stop. And he's like, oh, you scared? You look scared. It's so creepy, dude. And they all keep talking about how like it seems like he's like he gets like a satisfaction out of it, but like a weird satisfaction, like not like he's doing a good job of being a haunted house guy, like a creepy like power satisfaction over them. And he'll like one of the dudes, he put him in a cage, like in a glass cage. The soldier dude, this is when he quit, and they put freezing cold water in them, and he in the thing like up to his tits or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was in there for a while, and it got cold as fuck. And then they were like, all right, we're gonna fill it up all the way, and they filled up the fucking tank all the way, and he felt like he was actually gonna die,
bro.
And so he started really freaking out. Once they start having like panic attacks, and like they can tell like they really psychologically fucked with them.
Yeah.
That's when they'll be like, okay, you done? You done? And then if they say yeah, then they'll be like, okay. But they don't let them go until they say they can go. So there's no quitting, no safety word. You're basically at the mercy of these fucking people in this house that you have no idea where it is.
And they have to make sure that they don't push it too far.
They don't care. Well, apparently it gets worse after that. Like, this happened. They're still going, I think, now. And the girl said that like, as the years went on. So basically, she was also saying that, like, all these people, when they would do it, because there would be people like this that have, like haunted house, like, adrenaline kicks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, weird shit like that.
Yeah.
And they would leave, and they would be like, oh, my, like, thank you or whatever, and, like, I had fun and shit like that. But they're probably, like, they're probably in shock, and they're, like, at the end of it, they're just like,
I had such a good time.
Yeah. Dude, they would record them at the end. They'd be like, I just survived Mckamey Manor. it's like, and I loved it.
What the fuck?
But you could tell these girls are like dying inside. You could tell like they went home and they told their friends, and their friends were like, "Yo, what the hell?"
You go home.
What did you actually do?
I don't think it actually hits them.
Your tooth is in a bag.
Yeah, they're so adrenalined up and fucked up and shit. And so they would leave, and they would be like, nothing would happen. They wouldn't take any legal action or anything.
Yeah.
So the guy kept taking it like further and further every year, and to a point where it got crazy. And I haven't seen the rest of the documentary, but I can only
wanna watch
imagine
it.
what the fuck these guys are doing.
He
I wanna
probably
watch
killed
it so
somebody.
bad.
I would imagine he seriously fucking hurt somebody probably. 'Cause
Yeah, like put them in the hospital or something like that.
they got him doing crazy things. Like they had like
Apparently, there's a prize.
what's the prize?
So there was because while you're talking, I was reading like a little article, and they were like, he said apparently no one's ever beaten it.
Yeah.
So, but if somebody does beat it, there's a $20,000 prize.
How do you win though? Do you just
That's why I'm saying
24
it's
hours?
bullshit.
Because they can
It's
keep
a lie.
going. Yeah.
I know. What's the end game?
Yeah. At
Where's
the end,
the $20,000 at?
I'll make you quit. Like you can, if you have those waivers, you can make start
You can
pulling
make
out their
someone quit.
fingernails or something.
Yeah.
Something crazy like that.
When do you call it quits if you're in there?
Oh, I'm not going.
I'm not
Immediately.
going.
As the second they put the headphones on me and duct tape me, I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Rest.
I'm like,
Bro,
bro,
the door
That
Russ.
people with masks are telling me to sign paperwork. I'm not going.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
Like,
not signing
Sign
shit.
it. Sign it now.
what are these women thinking? Okay, show up here alone, sign all these waivers that say that you could die and we're not fucking responsible.
Hell no.
We're gonna blindfold you and take you to a fucking secluded area. Like,
Dude,
who
that
on
guy-
earth would sign up for that?
He should make a movie.
I
would've
think
made
there
a
is a
movie.
movie based on it.
Nah, he needs to make the movie.
Yeah. Well, he's a sick
such
pup Russ. This
Anyone
guy
an
apparently.
easy layup, bro.
I don't know where he is now. They haven't shown him in the documentary yet. I think they're saving him for the second
Anyone
half.
who willingly agrees to be blindfolded and like beaten and shit,
Yeah.
there has to be like a screw loose with them to agree for that to happen. To them.
AB, that's kink
Yeah.
shaming.
Because well,
That's a fucking horrible
kink
game.
shaming.
no, but they're not even like they don't get sexual pleasure out of it. They're just like that guy was an adrenaline junkie. One of the other girls just wanted to get famous, and then one of the other girls like they were telling her when she was young, she's like a gay girl, and she was like in Christian. Grew up like a really Christian family or whatever, and they told her like she's gonna burn in hell and this and that if she doesn't like get rid of her sins and correct her sins or whatever.
Oh, God.
So I think she just grew up like with a weird, I don't know, like sadist kind of
Like, she likes the
mentality.
pain.
Yeah, she likes the pain of it.
Potentially.
Something about that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so they're interviewing these people. It's fucking nuts, dude. They got them like there's one where they had like a pipe going from like whatever floor like down, and they had to climb from the bottom of the pipe up, and their hand, if I'm not mistaken, their hands were tied up, so they have to like kind of Batman shimmy up this thing, and
Fuck
they
no.
fall. They keep falling down. They fuck your tailbone up
This
and
sounds like
shit.
some Squid Game shit, man. Pretty much. But the reward's only 20 G's apparently.
How? But see, that's a scam though, dude. Because there's no reward to that.
There's no reward.
Because you can't win.
He just lied, bro.
At the end of the day, it's up to them. Like that's not fair. You know what I mean?
And he has like workers, or is it all just him?
That would be crazy if
he
it was
has
all just him.
He's just doing it by himself.
Yeah.
But he's the one talking to them the whole
yeah,
time.
he's talking to them.
Well, other people are also talking to them, and they sound like. I wonder who the hell he hires for this.
I know. How
Some
do
of
you
them are just friends.
How do you even find people to do that?
It's his homies.
Some of the people like they sound like a European person, like a
Yeah.
European being gay guy, and like the clip where they had the girl coming out of the freezer. They open the thing, they open it a crack. They're like, "Oh, look at the camera! Look at the
You're so
camera."
cold, right?
Yeah.
I bet you're cold.
I bet you're cold. Are you scared? They're
Are you scared?
They're talking. Like
Are you
that.
scared, you whore?
The Germans do love a good fetish. They love a good.
Oh yeah, Germans are dirty.
They love a good dominatrix thing. Some
Yeah.
BDSM.
Yeah.
But that's bullshit. That's like if you're in a competition. They're like, all right, you get a perfect 10 and whatever it is you do. Let's say gymnastics. You get
Yeah.
$20,000, and I'm the judge who gives you the $20,000. 9.9 wasn't good enough.
Is it sold as a competition or sold as like an experience?
It's sold as an experience.
Oh, okay.
It's sold as so these people are signing up for. They're not in it for the money.
They want to be scared.
The 20 G's must be a new thing because when they were talking about it, they were saying that they make no money and he makes no money. It's just like he just does it for the love of the game.
Loki, I'm alright with it.
I mean, if you want to sign up for it,
You go ahead.
I'm not saying Russ is a terrible guy. He may be a weirdo, but you know who's a bigger weirdo? Motherfuckers who sign up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
So-
who willingly want to get hurt and abused and fucking
Yeah.
scared.
Because homies like, bro, they keep coming back for more.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you, tens of thousands of people. Who knows how long that wait list is now?
Yeah.
Probably crazy. It's probably crazy at this point.
Damn, bro, that's kind of fire.
Fucking
What's-
insane.
What's the most extreme thing you guys would agree to? Like the most extreme thing?
Like at a scary, like a haunted house thing? Or
Let's
like,
say any level, whether it's like skydiving, bungee jumping, driving in a car that goes 300 miles per hour. So, like, what's the most extreme thing?
I mean, that's easy peasy. I think the car one. What's a hard thing to do? Those squirrel diving shit.
That's
the
wild.
squirrel suits when they go
the,
gliding.
it has a name.
That's
the
scary
fucking
as fuck.
suits.
Yeah.
It's not paragliding. It has a different name.
Yeah.
It's like the sugar, what do they call them? The sugar gliders.
Sugar gliders, dude. Yeah.
It has a name though, but I know what you're talking about.
It's not squirrel suit, right?
Nah,
The thing
no,
is called a squirrel suit, maybe, but I don't know what
The
the
sport
action is
the
called.
sport is its own thing. I forgot
Let's
what.
name it. What is it called?
I don't remember.
Squirrel gliding.
Squirrel gliding.
Jumping jacks.
Sugar-
No.
Sugar
Scott-
gliding.
Sugar gliding. Sugar gliding. I like that one.
I think I could do like when they take you up in a jet and
Yeah.
they're spinning you around and shit. I could do that.
I couldn't do that.
I would do
I
that.
would
Actually,
throw
that
up.
might be mine. Yeah, I don't like.
I would
like
throw up, but I'd be like, this is kind of cool.
I don't like the feeling of falling, and that's like the ultimate fall.
yeah.
But I know I'm safe. But
It's
I know you
true.
feel crazy.
That's true. Yeah.
But I know I'm safe.
Yeah. You have probably a higher chance of dying doing bungee jumping than you do
Yeah.
with someone professionally driving
Bungee
a
jumping
jet.
scares the fuck out
I heard a
of
lot of
me.
people
Yeah.
die from that. They
It's
like
a rope.
They hit their heads on
It's a
rocks
rope.
and shit, and
Yeah.
like they get
Oh.
super disoriented.
If you're too heavy and you go too far down,
It snaps.
Yeah, if they've been doing it for years with the same rope and then it snaps one day, it's got to snap one day, right? How do they
You gotta
test it?
snap
I know.
one day.
They put like a 100-pound weight at the end of it and drop it. And like, will it snap today? How do you check it? You pull it up, you look at it, you inspect it
I
visually.
know. Those are probably like independent businesses. Those are probably, and no one's checking.
They
it.
don't give a fuck.
People just get on it and they're like, they pay $100 to go and just.
They
Yeah.
don't care at all.
What about like a scuba suit? What about one of those old-timey astronaut scuba suits? If they put you in there and they just drop you,
You know,
and
I've
let you
heard.
sink down. Would
I've
you do
heard
that?
scuba is very dangerous. Like if you go scuba diving, I heard it's actually very dangerous. It seems
Yeah.
awesome because you can walk on the fucking. You can go into the ocean and actually like be there for like 20 minutes just looking
I heard
around.
it's more of a thing with like air bubbles.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
like
dangerous
The
'cause-
pressure going up and
Yeah.
down too
Exactly, and the oxygen running out. You have to time all that, and you have to make sure like when you go down there, you don't freak out. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people freak out because they're not used to being able to just breathe
Yeah,
down there.
yeah.
So it's a kind of a mental like what the fuck.
If you think about it, you ever seen them? They're like
Nah.
blowing out bubbles. They essentially just
Oh, yeah,
have like
yeah,
a
yeah.
thing in their mouth.
Yeah.
It's not like a mask like an astronaut. It's like if they take that thing off and like cut it or something,
Water
they
would
have,
just
they have
flow
nothing.
into the
Yeah.
water would flow into their lungs,
Yeah.
and then the pressure would send them up and they'd die.
I have
Yeah.
a memory as a kid of like I think I was in intermediate school, like 5th or 6th grade, and they were showing this documentary of like scuba diving, and a guy got an air bubble in his spine, and he couldn't walk ever again.
Oh shit!
But I remember watching it, and they were like, he got an air bubble in his spine, and I started laughing. And then the second after, they were like, and he never walked again. I was like,
Oh Jesus!
I was
So
like, oh shit.
so what was it? Was there like I assume he probably already had like some like spaces or like air in his spine, and then when he went down, like it just the pressure
I think so.
created more.
Because something happened when he was down there.
So what does it do? Does it open it up? Like, did it sever his shit, or is it like pinching a muscle?
I think
in
it was pinching something.
Damn.
That's
How can they not
horrifying.
get in there and fix that though?
I have no idea.
Get up in there and unpinch that shit.
Well,
Get
I've
up
heard
in
the
there.
back,
Massage it out.
Release
like the spine, the back, and like the brain are the most tricky parts for doctors to
Yeah.
do surgery on in the
Yeah.
entire body. There's a lot they don't know, and there's a lot they don't know, like what triggers what, how to fix this, how to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these electric shocks going on through us. It's
Yeah.
crazy. dude.
Yeah,
It's
especially
little-
because your spine is connected to so much shit. You
Yeah.
know, it goes
Man, if
all
I
up
can't
to-
walk already, just go in there and fuck me up. Just go in there and do what you can or experiment.
you hire a mob of like 6 people with bats, and they come in until you're done, until you look like Peter Griffin, and finally they get beat up like that. I don't know what's the most. Well, how much would y'all do to? I mean, how much would y'all accept to participate in that Mckamey Manor shit? They do whatever they want for as long as they want.
That's the scary part.
But all you have to do is just go through with it for like 8 hours. Let's say.
I would say I'm cool with like the touching and that shit, but just don't like take my nail off or something.
No, I don't think I'd do any amount of money. I don't want anybody to take my teeth out.
What about a
Yeah.
mill? You guys wouldn't go down there for a mill?
No.
I'd let someone pull out my tooth for a mill.
I could replace it.
They're gonna pull out your tooth, put fingers in your butt for a meal.
Dude, I was thinking about that too. All these waivers they signed. This guy
What's
could
your
just.
biggest fear? Being gay?
Oh, you're gonna hate this then.
We got something right for you.
No, but like this guy could tell these women like he could get butt naked. Like he could. This guy
See,
could like
that's
assault
crazy.
them or something.
Take your
right?
clothes
Like,
off.
Yeah, take your clothes off. It's just part of the experience. I'm not. Doing,
Yeah.
I'm
Your
not into
nipples
this.
are hard.
Oh yeah, nipples are so hard. I pinch them. That's absurd. I think I would take. I'd take half a mil. I'd do it.
You do it for half a mil.
Yeah. I'd do
All
it.
right,
for half
we're gonna fundraise it. We're gonna fundraise.
GoFundMe for.
We're gonna go fund me for you to go join Mckamey Manor.
Yo, I like to imagine that there's like some sick billionaire watching us that's like, just add it to the list.
Now that's you gotta have fun if you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
You gotta get people in Mckamey Manor, but like I want to be there watching,
I would build an
beating
island.
off.
I would have a whole horror island.
You have a whole island for it.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, dude, that'd be
That
terrifying.
would be fire. I'd make my own movie.
You know
Real
what'd be really
shit.
cool? if they made, you know, like they have that whole like popular premise or whatever where the people are on the island and they're getting hunted.
Yeah.
And they're running around the woods or whatever.
They're getting hunted by other people.
Yeah,
Yes.
they should do that. They should make like a thing. You're not actually getting hit, but like maybe really good paintball guns.
Okay.
And you're running around the woods and you like the last person to not get hit, and you're
Like
just
Mr.
hiding.
Beast is working.
But
on
rich
it.
people, man, that's some Mr. Beast shit. But
Yeah,
actual rich
yeah.
people, they want people
want
to die.
death.
Yeah, they want people
Yeah.
to die.
They want
That's
to
like
watch
the,
other
Squid
people.
Games.
They want the ultimate. You know what I mean? Like the ultimate level of that experience.
Yeah. You remember? Did y'all ever hear about that VR headset that'll kill you? That guy made
No,
I heard
fucking
about
way.
it.
No, I've never heard of that.
the Oculus. I think the guy who founded Oculus or one of those big VR brands. He's like sold the company and shit, and he's just like doing his own thing with a fuck ton of money. And he made a VR headset where if you die in the game, the thing
Die for
fucking
real.
explodes.
Yeah.
The thing explodes on your head.
Oh
That's
Jesus
wild.
Christ!
I mean, there's only one of them. He just made it and like has it, but like you never know. In 100 years, that could be what's going on. Like you could win $100,000. Like 1 in 10 people will win.
Or like it reminds me somewhat loosely of that anime. I don't remember the name. Sword Art Online. Where people play with like a VR headset and then become so addicted to it, and it comes to the point where like the creator of that game, they play like a game where they go in and like you walk around this virtual like MMORPG world.
Mm-hmm.
The creator of the game makes it to where you cannot exit the game, so people just have the headset on indefinitely, and the characters in the anime are trying to figure out how to like find the person who created the game so they can exit the game. What if that happens? Like people love VR so much.
Do they die in the game if they die? I mean, do they die in real life? If they
I
die in the
believe
game?
so. Yeah,
That's
I believe
wild.
so.
Yeah, you have to put a big punishment on it. I mean, I would hate that. What's the game? What are
I
we
would
in?
disapprove.
What kind of game are
That
we
game
in?
was kind of like a. How did I describe that?
It was like
game?
an open world game,
Kinda
right?
like an open
kinda
world,
medievalish.
Yeah,
magic-y.
medievalish, magic-y kind of open world type game. That was
seems
that
pretty
one.
cool. I'd like to shoot some magic out of my hands.
I
That
wouldn't
seems
mind.
fucking awesome.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
But what do you do if you get stuck in it? Now you got to Ready Player One it, and you got to
gotta Ready
find the core of the game or something like that and destroy it.
Do you guys think VR will be that big of a part of people's lives, like to where they'll be getting on every single day?
1000%.
Not in its current form, like with the big headsets and shit.
Yeah.
I think I told y'all about that astronaut thing. Did I talk about that recently? I think I was watching an old episode of ours
don't
because I'm such a
think
big
so.
fan. and I was watching one where I was talking about going to the VR thing. I told you about the space shuttle thing. You basically go in, you have a big old headset and headphones on, and you can see orbs, and all the orbs are other people.
I think, yeah.
You're basically
think so.
walking through the space station, the
Yeah.
International Space Station.
Oh yes. That's
yeah.
also
So, and you're like touching different things, and it'll show you different things. Like around, it's like a whole 360 view.
That's wild.
And then eventually they sit you down, and it's an even better VR experience. Like I don't know how they do it. I guess because you're not moving or something. Like everything looks a lot more clear, and it's pretty fucking cool. You're just walking around the space station, and it looks like you're really in it. I think that's gonna be super popular.
It'll be like experiences like that where
Yeah,
I don't have to play a game. I could just experience something that I've never seen before.
like a museum.
Yeah.
Like imagine like dinosaurs. You can walk around and see like dinosaurs
That'd
or
be
like
kinda cool.
underwater, and you're walking around and it looks extremely real.
Or imagine instead of like watching a Jurassic Park movie at the movie theater, you put on the headset,
Yeah.
and you're in Jurassic Park, and you're like walking around and you're experiencing shit with the characters. Like you're,
man.
AB just saved movie theaters.
Yeah, that
yeah,
might be it.
That's
That
the
would be a
next.
great
Wait,
fucking
but you're
idea.
walking around or you're sitting? Because
Let's say it's so immersive that you feel like you're walking.
Yeah.
Like your heart rate is synced up to the headset and everything, and like it's so immersive that it tricks your brain to thinking like you are Chris Pratt.
yeah,
I'm walking around you. You look all hot and stuff, right?
absolutely. You're damn right I do.
Fucking dinosaurs are coming by. There's velociraptors. Gio's a velociraptor. He's looking at me. Fucking Like,
That's
what
the
it-
noise they make?
that. I could see that eventually when technology gets better
That would be tight.
being a thing.
I mean, because y'all have seen the Las Vegas thing, right? The giant orb. Like you seen
Yeah.
the videos of the people watching like documentaries or whatever in it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool looking, but. Well, okay, that would be pretty cool. Like if you look like you're walking, like the camera moves a little bit up and down, like you know those like games where you're playing as a person, like those PC games.
yeah, and
or
it
whatever.
moves around.
Yeah.
Like you're like a first person.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I've always thought about that too, like the VR thing where like that orb, that giant orb, where if you're just sitting at a seat and you're not moving and the movie is playing, but everywhere around you can see. But how would they pull that off?
I have
They would
no
have to
fucking
animate or like figure out the entire thing because you never
They
know.
sort of do though because
Someone could be watching the whole thing like this. I just want to see if they fuck up back here.
The headset would have to be immersive enough to where when you put it on, you're completely transported.
Yeah, and they have to be really creative to make it to make it not look like repetitive behind you, because they want to focus on what's in front, of course.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
how do you focus on the entire story everywhere?
I saw Black Panther. I don't know if I saw it with y'all or with someone else, but they had like the big screen in the middle and they had screens on the side.
That was in here in Houston?
It was in Houston.
Oh,
What theater was that?
I want to say it was at the one by God damn it, Dave and Buster's on I-10.
And they have
Oh,
they have two screens aside from the main screen?
Yeah,
two thin ones, right?
yeah.
I don't think I saw that movie with you, but I did see a movie there.
What is that called? It's not
Spider-Verse.
that's not IMAX. It's not
IMAX, but
What is that called?
I don't know,
Oh, man.
immersive or something bullshit. I don't know.
Some
That's actually kind of
bullshit.
interesting. I'm curious. Have you guys seen like videos of people watching 4D movies, like watching Fast and the Furious in 4D, and
Fuck no.
this seat is fucking shaking?
It
Ah!
seems annoying, dude. Like 3D first and foremost sucks ass.
3D is bad, bro.
3D is cool for a second, and then it fucking sucks.
I think they stopped doing it.
Yeah, because I don't think they're selling it because they have to charge a higher price.
Yeah.
and less people want to do that. It fucking hurt your eyes, dude. 4D,
Yeah.
even worse. Imagine you're just trying to sit here, dude. Oh, you know what? I think we had a friend who did that. Didn't
I think they saw
Oh, dude.
Avatar in 4D. That seems cool.
he said it was annoying and it kept moving and it wouldn't stop moving and it was getting like frustrating by the end of the movie.
I bet it would
Someone
be.
tell my sheet to stop moving.
Yeah.
You're sitting there for 3 hours, just
dude, imagine nonstop. Just like, okay, enough. I get it. Like,
You trying to eat your popcorn and shit. You can't.
eating nachos and nachos just spilling all over you.
everything is flying everywhere.
There's water being sprayed in your face.
Oh my god, they gotta have movie appropriate food, bro.
Yeah, that's a classic one, dude. I remember that one at SeaWorld when I was a young boy.
yeah.
The 4D lighthouse thing, and they
Man.
spray water in your face.
That
What
Good
is
old
that, dude?
SeaWorld, man. I wonder what are they gonna do with SeaWorld, man?
nothing.
Yeah.
That bitch is still there.
Well,
They're turning into a water park now.
Yeah, like when all the whales die out, they're not gonna try to get any more. They're just gonna turn into the complete like amusement park.
Fucking bastards. Well, we're gonna keep the rest of those prisoners
Yeah.
until they die.
Yeah, we'll keep them until they die. If they
And
have
then we'll go
babies,
back.
we gotta keep them too.
We'll start
gotta
over
keep them
from-
too. We must. So it's great. You have a bunch of prisoners. You realize that this is bad. And you're like, well, we're gonna keep these guys, but we won't get any more. I swear.
Can you imagine an animal that big they're keeping in the size of like maybe 2 swimming pools?
Oh, it's insane, dude.
I can't even fathom the stress that animal must be under,
Yeah.
given it used to live in an ocean and now it's in a pool.
Yeah.
And they migrate. They move around. They don't like stay in the same.
hundreds of thousands of miles.
Yeah, whales, dolphins, all those, like, they move. Like seals, I think, are a little easier because they stay
Damn.
in the same ish area. But dolphins and whales, they go all over the place. That's
and
their whole
they
thing.
remember.
Yeah.
They remember what it was like outside.
Oh, bro, I was reading a story about. Y'all saw Blackfish, right?
Yeah, that's
I
an
didn't see it.
amazing
You didn't see it?
documentary.
Nah.
Gio, it's a crazy one. Pretty sad.
I don't want to watch it.
It's
You
sad.
should watch it. It's
a
actually
little sad.
it's interesting. It's a fascinating look at how they procure these animals
Yeah, and how like how the violence like
and how
spread
SeaWorld started.
throughout all the SeaWorlds.
Yeah, so
But-
it shows how SeaWorld started.
There was a story about the little the people who do the tricks with them or whatever.
Yeah.
So they always throw like fish in their mouth when they do a trick. So they had ran out of fish, and they kept getting the whale to do tricks, and they were pouring buckets of water in the whale's mouth instead of throwing fish in there.
Oh,
They thought they were fooling this guy or something, or like they're like, all right, maybe the action is fine, or
Yeah.
he didn't consider that a reward. So when she jumped in, he fucking grabbed her and pulled her all the way to the bottom and like flailed her about for 45 minutes.
oh yeah, I heard about that.
And she was completely fucked. When they pulled her body out, like every bone in her body was broken. Her,
Oh.
her like
She wa-
scalp was ripped off and
she
shit.
wasn't dead though, huh?
She was dead as fuck.
Oh,
I'm about to
Jesus
say, I hope she
Christ.
was dead.
But she was underwater for 45 minutes.
Oh my
It didn't
god!
bring her back. It
This at the whale show.
it was at the whale show.
Imagine
there were
you're-
people there. There was a whole crowd of people. They had to get them to leave.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Imagine you're there with your kid and you're like having a fun time.
She was down there for a whole fucking Breaking Bad episode.
I mean, maybe it would have kept coming. There are stories of them also like they let them go back up because they like to fuck with whales. Like to fuck with killer whales
food and
specifically.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you see what they do to the seals and shit.
Yeah.
They'll kick them around and they'll like bite a piece of them and then let them swim right.
So why I don't
And
feel
then bite
bad?
it more. The pieces of shit.
That's
kinda.
why you don't feel bad.
They deserve
Yeah.
SeaWorld. No,
But you know what's
Nah,
crazy?
chill out.
An orca's never killed a person in the wild.
Yeah.
Only in captivity.
Yeah, they're not really aggressive towards people.
Yeah, because what they would do is they would set off bombs and like they would get these orca families in coves, like in a dead end, and they would do
God
whatever they had
damn.
to do to get the babies. So they would get the babies. The babies are like fucking war torn and shit. They got PTSD.
Bro.
So there was the big story is that they had one whale called Tillicum.
War-torn.
You don't know what I've seen.
Mom got blown up by some bombs.
Yeah, I was born in the shit. And so there was like one whale they got from a shitty a shitty other SeaWorld that did the same kind of thing
Yeah.
before SeaWorld. They bought this whale called named Tillicum, and this thing was violent as fuck.
He was notorious for being a very violent whale.
Yeah.
Like they
Oh
kept
my
him in the
God.
shows at this other. It was like a Canadian type SeaWorld.
Okay.
He was known for being a very violent whale.
He had a track record.
He had track record.
Yeah, he
for
had
violence.
bodies.
Yeah,
he had
a rap sheet.
he had legitimate bodies, I think, when they got it.
He'd already killed like maybe 2 people.
And the Canadian people were like, we got to sell this motherfucker.
Yeah, they get rid of him.
And the U.S. was
Sell
like,
to
they
the
don't know a
Americans.
thing. Yeah. And then what did they do with him? They bred him with other whales. And all the whales came out fucking angry and mad and violent.
Yeah.
Because they got him in prison. Also, like, they know till it come my daddy.
Oh my god.
I'm putting on for my daddy.
It's so
Putting off
crazy.
on my daddy.
It's so
You're
crazy.
just
that,
like your daddy.
the older generations were like, bro, fucking Shamu. Isn't it crazy how like Shamu's so amazing?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to SeaWorld to see him, and these
Yeah.
motherfuckers are going through hell.
Dude, because when you're a kid, it doesn't look that crazy. But I remember being older. I think the last time I went to SeaWorld, I was like 13 or 12 or something like that. That was a
haven't been
while
in
ago.
20 years maybe.
I remember thinking about it at that point. I was still young, and I remember thinking about it like, this don't seem right. Like, how deep
Something's
can
off
this
here.
possibly be? Because they're in a big circle, and then they open a gate, and they let him out to a back area that's, like, about the same size. It's not very big.
I feel like it was smaller.
It might have been smaller.
I
and they're
remember-
just doing circles all day long.
It must have been like years ago for me. I must have been single digits, but I remember thinking it looked cool, but I was also afraid of the animal.
Yeah. You thought it was going to jump out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
land
thought
on
it could
you.
jump out and like kill you or like kill the person, like the diver. I thought it would kill them too.
Yeah, well, it could.
I
That
mean,
would
definitely
be.
could.
That would send a message.
Plus, at a young
If they
age,
jumped out and landed on the crowd,
that would be crazy.
Oh my god!
took out like 20 people until it
Starts
dies.
eating people.
Holds its breath until its dying breath is eating people like Jaws, bro. That would be very scary.
I just seen too many videos of like the bull fighting shit, and when the bull goes in the crowd,
Yeah.
I feel like I was thinking of that shit as a kid.
I don't feel
was
bad
like,
for
bro.
none of those folks, dude. They're fucking those bulls up.
You know what you're getting into if you get in a ring with a bull.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
get them all amped up and pissed on purpose.
Honestly, yeah.
And then they let them loose, and then they like slowly kill them.
I didn't know they killed him.
They can stab them and shit. That's
you
what they do
told-
at the shows too.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But I kind of see.
Motherfuckers gotta respect nature, man.
You gotta respect nature. Leave the bull alone, dog. How are you gonna piss this poor animal off and then put it in a trapped area and then you got a sword on you?
I feel like humans.
Like, come on, bro.
Like, I feel like our natural reaction is to say fuck nature.
Yeah, like,
I feel like everything we do is so against nature that it's just
100%.
like we never cared.
and there's too many people that see these like large vicious animals and they're like, I gotta kill that.
Yeah,
I gotta
conquer
get me
that.
some of that.
Yeah, like lions and stuff. Like, what is the point? These rich ass people get helicoptered out into the safari. They get a fucking sniper. They
Yeah.
they got guides with them and shit showing them how to do it, and they fucking kill the lion. And they're like, look what I did. It's like, dude, you got fucking babysat and hand walked all the way here, and you just had to shoot a gun.
I think we were
It's not
talking about
special.
a couple days ago. We were talking about like the Louisiana Purchase and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, isn't that crazy that somebody was just like, bro, this land is ours, and I will sell it to you.
Yeah.
We're not even over there,
Yeah.
but it's yours now.
That's true. Whatever's over there, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll sell it off.
Go
to you.
draw it out.
They didn't even know who lives there, and they just sold it
They
to
just
the.
sold
They
all that
sold
shit.
it.
How did they do it though? How did they draw out the lines? Like, who's the company or who's the person that
They were
they hired?
They were Lewis and Clark, bro.
Lewis and Clark made they didn't like
Sacagawea.
Bro,
they didn't
Lewis-
separate the states though. They just like
No, they
mapped
separated
out
the states,
the land.
but they explored the land and they drew like a map
They
of
did.
what the land looked like, and they
yeah.
like, they did the like calculations to determine how big it is and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they didn't draw out like the states. That was all done by the United States. That was
Some
done
would
fucking on
say-
Sacagawea the whole time, dude.
Some would say that the
Was it
lines are
Sacagawea?
incorrect.
I bet.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm
big
sure
ass
it's-
place, bro.
it's a big ass
It's
place.
the line's here and it should be here. Yeah, I mean, it's somebody mapped that out, and like when they first came to this country, and everyone was like trying to divide out the land and buying this and whatever.
Bro.
Somebody like they all had to agree. Isn't that insane to think about?
That this is this.
Yeah, this is this and this is mine,
and we
you
gonna
know
name
that.
it Indiana.
Yeah, I'll name it without because Indians, because Indians. Isn't that why?
I've never thought about it.
That
That
I
has to
don't
be
know why
why.
each one is named each one. I assume everything on the East Coast, all like the original colonies,
Yeah.
they are named that because of something from England.
Yeah.
Like New York, there's probably like I think in England there's like a
York.
Yorkshire or something like
York,
that.
Yorkshire, York City.
Yeah, so that's why I assume New Hampshire.
Y'all know
all
the
those.
13? I don't know 'em.
The original?
Yeah.
New York,
Massachusetts,
New Hampshire, Massachusetts,
what's
Pennsylvania, Virginia.
Alabama,
Nah, Alabama, not one. Virginia, that's 6. What else we got?
Delaware. No, why the fuck did I say Delaware? That's
I don't know none of them.
Let me see what else we got, man.
Jamestown?
I don't know.
Jamestown or something?
Oh, Rhode
Pennsylvania?
Island. Rhode Island. I said Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you did.
Rhode Island. I don't know if Maine was.
I don't think Maine was
I
there
don't
yet.
think Maine was there yet.
6. That's pretty.
Maine was just Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my God! This is when the British people laugh at us.
Oh, North
Oh, yeah,
Carolina.
Americans.
No, listen. North Carolina, South Carolina.
Carolina.
That's 9.
You said Massachusetts. You said Virginia.
Come
Ohio
on.
wasn't there yet.
We got 9.
You guys got the North and South Carolinas?
Yeah, I
Abe
got
did.
those. I got 9.
What's under South?
Under South Carolina?
Yeah.
Georgia?
Georgia, yeah.
Georgia's
Georgia, that's
one.
10.
You guys said New
2
York, right?
3
Yeah.
more. I already said New York. 3
Okay.
more. Oh, fuck. I don't know the 3.
Alabama wasn't there yet.
Nah, they
Alabama's
weren't
too
there
far.
just yet.
I think you guys hit them all.
Nah, it was all the East Coast.
Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts.
I didn't know Maine was one. I thought Maine was later.
Okay, you said Maine.
So that's 11.
Actually, it was part of Massachusetts. How the fuck does that make any sense? There was Maine above it, New Hampshire under it, and then Massachusetts under that, and then it says Maine is part of Massachusetts. They have a space in between them. That's bullshit.
Did you
They
guys
didn't fucking know.
Did you guys
They
ever
didn't
hear
know what they
about
were
the original 3 colonies that were first started? There was like Roanoke, and there was 2 other ones.
Chesapeake.
There's one called the one
Might
that's
be- I think it is just.
I think yeah, one of them might have been
Pulled that out of
Chesapeake.
my ass.
I don't remember the
Chesapeake
name of
Bay.
the other one, but I know like I think it was Roanoke that they went missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden like they used to like communicate with some of the other ones, and then just one day people would like stop by and
Because
they
the
were like,
natives would like, get the
they
fuck
all-
out of here, bro.
yeah, that's the theory. Is that like there was like a war with the natives and they killed them, or that they migrated after like a huge like I don't know food like disaster, like a lot of people got sick or some shit like that.
Yeah,
That's what they
harsh-ass
think.
weather or some shit. And they're like, we gotta bounce.
Or they all got abducted by aliens.
Oh, they all got
Just joking.
Or they got
it-
turned into werewolves, dude. And they're the werewolves we know today.
It's interesting to think of like all those like that was like legit the first people. Like they were here like 1600s, 1700s.
Bro, that's a wild risk, bro.
Hell nah, dude.
Imagine telling your wife, look, I'm going to America.
That's kind of sick, though, actually, right? You got
Well,
all
that's-
this land. Like, who's going to really stop me aside from... Well, they didn't even know the Indian people were really there, but
Yeah.
who's going to stop me? Like,
Nobody.
It's all this land.
We
Like,
have guns.
Yeah, I'll go in the woods if I find, like, a berry bush and whatever. Like, I'll just camp out here. We'll figure this out.
Honestly, that's all
It's
it was,
crazy
bro.
that they built whole cities. That they were able to come here and they were like, this is pretty tight. Like let's build a
pretty
whole
tight.
let's build a whole fucking like community and like build cities and you know we'll have this New York place. Looks pretty cool. And
We'll
now New
build
York
fucking
is
houses.
Motherfuckers
Yeah.
cut down wood
Yeah.
and put it together and built homes.
Yeah.
And survived winters. How is that even possible,
that's
dude?
the crazy part.
That's
They
crazy.
survived the brutal winters of the East Coast where
Yeah.
shit would freeze over.
The worst winters of all of them.
Your fucking town gets discovered by a pack of wolves and they just kill you guys off one by one.
I
It's like,
know.
what do you do? You can't. What are you supposed to do? What weapons they even have at the time? Just swords and shit, right? They didn't have.
They had guns.
They had
muskets.
shitty guns, though. Were they
had
using them?
really
They had
shitty
muskets,
muskets?
Yeah,
But even then, muskets were expensive.
jerking it
You
off.
get one
and-
shot, bro.
Yeah, and it's like a 30% chance of hitting.
Yeah,
and it's like a 10% chance of blowing up in your
the
hand.
spread is crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody had swords. That's all they
Yeah.
had was swords.
Yeah. Sword fighting is kind of cool.
That must have been the craziest war, the fucking Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Dog.
I can't imagine that.
Face-to-face
Oh,
combat.
bayonets and shit. Charging, line and line charging.
Yes.
Charging
Fuck
at the British.
that, dude.
You got people sneaking away, fucking selling you out to the British.
Yeah.
That's the most bitch shit I've ever heard.
How
man.
bizarre is it that George Washington is the one that discovered flanking, or discovered like the element of surprise?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure-
Everyone
I'm
else
sure-
was just like, "What's good? You get your army, I get my army. We're gonna fucking warriors this shit. We're gonna go at it."
Well,
We're
I'm
gonna
I'm sure
fucking
that
go
was
at it.
already a thing in like other cultures, but for like Western culture, he
Yeah, for
probably
Western
is the
culture.
one like who I'm sure like in other cultures they had Ben knew about like all right, so just go around,
Yeah.
Yeah.
surprise.
He
him.
was like, "Why don't we just go at night behind them?" And they're
Oh,
like,
yeah, Napoleon,
that's a
too.
great idea.
yeah.
Napoleon has some good ideas.
I heard good things about this new Napoleon movie coming out. I haven't seen the trailer yet. Does it look
It
looks good.
looks
Joaquin?
goofy.
Joaquin?
Joaquin Phoenix.
It
looks
looks
good, man.
goofy? Well, like what's goofy about it? Just
Because he's just
The time?
standing there, and the girl's opening her legs.
That
and
looked
he's
goofy.
looking
That
at
was
him. He's
goofy.
like,
Look delicious,
look delicious.
Napoleon likes.
Like a croissant.
like a delicious croissant. Oh, no. Croissant.
when he's looking at it.
Dude, in France, there's a fucking bakery on every street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Every single street, there's a bakery.
I
Yeah,
know they're all amazing.
I bet. We don't got enough bakeries around here, dude. We don't have nearly enough You know why?
No, we
Because
just
these
have
donut
stupid-
shops killed them.
Yeah, we have stupid American bakeries,
Yeah.
which is donut places.
Shipley's has taken over everything. There's not even you don't even see Dunkin' Donuts and none of that around as much. You just see Shipley's.
They're popular
mostly.
on the East Coast.
Yeah.
They're gross though.
There's a couple
Dunkin'
Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts
Dunkin'.
really nasty.
There's Krispy Kremes here.
Krispy Kreme, but we got one. Dunkin'
got two.
Donuts. I had two of them near me, and they both closed down.
Which one?
The one on Westheimer.
Oh, yeah.
What was the other one?
Shipley's
I think there was
running
one on
them out of
Highway
business.
6, close to that LA. Fit.
Yeah.
I think that also closed down, if I'm not mistaken.
I keep Dunkin' Donuts' ass.
All I hear about is their coffee.
Yeah, they changed it to Dunkin' or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a big ass thing of iced coffee, dude.
You can tell a donut place is good by their glazed donut. A simple glazed donut.
100%.
And their
dude.
shit was ass.
Yeah.
They deserve to be closed.
Yeah,
Deserve to be
Shipley's
closed.
does the glazed donut the best. I would sleep in a bed of Shipley's glazed donuts. They're so soft and beautiful.
Krispy Kreme's glazed donuts, bro.
Bro, Krispy Kreme is, but it's like swallowing razors, bro. It's like when it gets to your
What?
stomach,
No, that one's amazing.
it's
honestly.
like
crazy.
bro. It's like someone dropped dry ice in me. It's like so. It's just like it's so acidic that it fucks with your stomach.
I could
like,
easily eat a whole
I
dozen
can
of those.
eat a whole sleeve.
Yeah.
A whole 12.
especially
pack.
Don't
because
get me wrong. I
they're
could do it.
small,
I'm
man.
feel
They're
shitty.
small.
You know what I got the other days I hadn't gotten in a while? Oreos with chocolate cream on the inside.
Oh, I don't like chocolate cream on the inside.
I love me some chocolate.
I don't like cream
dude.
in donuts. I don't like shit exploding in my mouth.
No, not in the donut.
Yeah,
in the
shit
Oreo.
gay.
I agree though. Like an eclair. Do you like that?
No.
Actually, I
I'm
kind
not
of like that.
I'm not an eclair boy.
I'm not in the clear boy. I had a gusher the other day. I was crying.
Get you a little white shit in your mouth, dude.
Get you a little white cream up in that mouth.
Get some white cream up in
Oh,
there.
delicious white cream
Yeah,
in that mouth.
that hot cream.
Oreos are fine though. Oreos are a good time.
Yeah, that cream is hard.
I'll lay in a bed of Oreo cream.
You lay in a bed of Oreo cream?
Yes.
It's not gonna be comfy.
It's not, but I'm gonna get sucked in.
You're gonna be sleeping on a cot, dude.
So speaking of getting sucked in, so I was with some friends the other day, and we were just reminiscing, like some friends from high school, and we were just reminiscing about like our favorite artists from back in the day. Like we were just talking about all these different artists that we were listening, when we were coming up, like Mac Miller and just these different rappers. And then my friend started playing a song by Isaiah Rashad, and I was like, "Damn, you didn't know that he sucked somebody off?" And my friend was like, "No, he didn't. He had no idea that happened.
What?
He had no idea." And
I
then
actually think it got brushed under pretty quick.
it did, because I mean, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and it became more of a thing of like about him not liking that it was released and like it was a what's the shit called? Revenge.
not consensual,
Yeah.
revenge porn
Revenge
type shit.
porn thing.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't want to participate.
So
in that.
like I told him about it, and he was in complete disbelief, and then he looked it up, and he was like, I can never. He said he can never listen or look at Isaiah Rashad the same way.
that's why he has all these Heavenly Father and all these songs, bro, because he's repenting for his sins.
He's repenting for all the sins
He's
he's
sucking
committing.
dick. God is mad at him.
And then and I told him, I was like,
That's crazy.
the way I phrased it, I was like, I didn't remember if Isaiah Rashad was the one sucking him off or getting sucked off, and I
I think it
told
went
him.
both ways.
I told him, I was like,
Might
I
as
don't
well.
remember. And then he was like, listen, if he was getting sucked off, it's not that bad. And I was like, no, it was the other way around.
Dude, there could be an
Yo.
openly like gay rapper, as long as it's not like,
That's funny.
as long as not Meg Thee Stallion lyrics and shit, where they're.
Nah, look at Tyler the Creator, man. No one gives a shit.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
I didn't know he
I
was gay.
think it's wild because there's a video. That's what made it kind of rough.
It is. The video
What-
makes
okay,
it wild.
I didn't
That's
watch
what
the
makes it
video.
abrasive.
What is the video? I didn't want to
never
watch
seen
it.
it.
Sucking a dude's dick. I don't know what to tell you.
He's sucking.
Yes.
Like,
How much work could you describe?
who is recording him? Somebody
How
else.
big is the dick?
It's three guys, right?
That's
There's
what
two
Omar
guys
wants to
in there.
It's just him and the other guy.
And what does he do? What's his technique?
Bro, that guy.
What's his technique?
Isaiah's on his knees, and the guy's above him with the phone out.
Oh,
And all you see is
no.
Isaiah's face.
No.
It's bad, bro. It was
That's
bad.
The flash is on.
I don't remember if the flash was on.
Isaiah,
I didn't stay for that long in the
What are
video.
you thinking, Isaiah? Why would you let someone record you like that?
Yeah, it was wild.
You put on a mask or something, dude.
You put on a mask.
Put on a shiesty and do it. Like, why would you let someone put a flash in your face while you're sucking their dick from POV style?
They're in the moment, bro. They're feeling too good. They're like, this is great. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
you feeling a little horn doggy.
Yeah, can I record this? Isaiah sounds like, sure.
You got too much shit to, I mean, I don't mind it. I don't really care.
I
still
don't
like
care
the
at all.
music.
And Isaiah Rashad is he's a
Yeah,
fantastic
man, to
rapper.
each their own. I just thought it was funny that
The
my
fact
friend
that you
had
that
no
good
idea.
at rapping and you could suck dick.
Yeah.
Better.
And you kept it real secret, dude.
Real secret.
Admirable. It's admirable.
Admirable. He's keeping it in the closet.
Suck a dick, dude. Go ahead, suck a dick. It's fine. Whatever.
Suck up in here however many dicks you want to. I don't give a fuck.
Probably the best head you'll ever get is from a gay guy. They know what's going on. They know the deal.
So you're open to the idea, is what you're saying.
Nah, I don't think I could do it.
How much like a real man?
How much to get sucked off by a guy?
They know how
the question
they
is
know
always
how men should be touched.
I know exactly where to touch this.
He knows the grace of another man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
100%, dude. But how much to get your dick sucked by, dude? The question is always how much to suck a dick. What about the other way?
No, thank you.
It's a good looking guy. It's a good looking guy too.
No, thank you.
It's not no creepo.
It's Zac Efron.
He's Zac Efron.
The new
dude.
buff Zac Efron too.
Yeah.
You bump Zac Efron.
It's fucking.
Does it feel good?
Hey man, I was in High School Musical. You got Troy Bolton sucking your dick, dude. I would
No, No,
I'm
thanks.
telling you, that
tough.
billionaire is listening right now. He's like, how much, Omar? Tell me.
That'll
Tell
change your
me.
whole life, dude. You let someone suck your dick,
Oh
that'll
my
change your
God.
entire. You'll never forget that.
Especially if it's unimaginably good. You're never gonna.
Yo.
You're not gonna want to go back.
Yeah,
You're gonna
imagine-
be tainted forever.
You hate your girlfriend's
Shit,
head
bro.
after that.
John
no
did
one-
better than this.
Yeah, no one's ever done it like John did.
After that happens, your relationship is done.
Yeah.
The girl's never gonna look at you the same, even
Oh
if you're
my
rich
God.
or whatever. She's gonna be like, I can never. She's
You don't
always gonna be
tell her.
thinking about.
You keep that a secret forever.
And you're just gonna be a billionaire out of nowhere. She's gonna be like, "Where'd you get this money from?"
I found $1 million after a guy sucked my dick.
It's not even a billion, just 1 million.
I mean, $1 billion, I would do just about anything in the world, not even joking. Would John not do just about anything in the world for $1 billion?
Would you kill somebody?
He got so serious.
You said you do just about anything.
Who's the person?
Let's
Are
say
they shitty?
no. Let's just say
It's a
they're-
nice person.
It's a nice
pregnant
person.
woman.
2 lives from 1. No, let's just say. Let's not say they're a great person. Let's not say they're a bad person. They're just
Yeah.
medium. They're just average.
It's just a dude.
Just a dude. Would you kill
$1
him?
billion?
A billion. A billionaire says,
$1 billion?
yes, I'm gonna give you $1 billion. You have to kill
Do I got to
somebody.
come up
Yes.
with a scheme? Like, there's a chance I get caught, right? Like, I got to figure out how to do this.
There's no chance you'll get caught.
Oh,
You
I'm
just have
doing
to
it.
kill
No
somebody.
chance?
I'm
No
there.
chance.
Where's my check?
You'll
Give me the money.
I think that's an easy one.
I'm
If
sorry,
If I
player.
know for sure I'm not going to get caught, I just have to do. How do I have to do it? Any way I want?
It has to be a no gun. You have to like beat them to death or choke them.
Can I use a knife?
I'm gonna do it.
No knife.
Yeah.
I'm
he
sorry,
was-
I didn't mean to do this.
I'm so sorry. They said I wouldn't get caught.
Let's just say like a blunt object.
Yikes.
You guys are some sick puppies,
Yes.
man. You guys are some
$1
sick
billion
puppies, bro.
though, AB. That'll
I'm sorry,
change
man.
everybody's life.
You know what else?
You
Gonna change
guys
your
are
life.
each getting $2 million, dude. You guys are getting
Exactly.
more.
You know what else is gonna change your life? Knowing that you erased somebody's existence.
Trust me, I can buy that out of my brain.
How about this? I take the $1 billion and I donate a ton of it to families who had, like, you know, the main breadwinner murder or something. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah.
The
I don't-
parent murder. I take care of a bunch of orphan kids.
I don't know if we'll ever make up for it. Just knowing what you did.
I'm not trying to make up for it. I want to live in regret.
I'm living like Michael Jackson. Are you kidding me? I
You
gotta
start
train.
Doing, you start doing progressively worse things.
All I have to do is kill one person. I have a zoo now.
How can I care that much when I know that I have bears out there in a zoo and giraffes and
And you know what? I felt so bad. I named one of the bears after whoever I killed.
in honor of the man that I murdered?
In honor of them.
This blood money. I bought this train and this Ferris wheel with blood money.
Hell, $1 billion, bro. What?
A bill is tough, dude, because yeah, it's hard not to do just. I mean, because with $1 billion, you can almost now it depends on how you look at it, but you can correct your mistakes. If you save like,
Not you can't correct that.
what
You
if I
murdered
send
somebody.
what if I send like 100 people to college and I take care of them and I put them in houses and like they're kids from like shitty homes or
It's
whatever.
the Bill Cosby paradox.
I mean, it's
Yeah, it is kind of a Cosby
does that
paradox.
does that make up for it? You know, in the
He rapes
eyes
what he
of
saves. He rapes what he saves.
wait, what?
That's the Dave Chappelle joke.
He rapes what he saves?
Yeah.
Like, what did he do? He was like a
Oh,
charity.
yeah.
He was a big charity guy.
Yeah, Bill Cosby was using charity.
Did we let him then? Did we,
do we let him do his thing?
did we let him do what he did? No, I'm just joking. No, it's horrible.
It was horrible. It was bad.
I guess, but okay. What if he only did it to one person? Because Amy didn't say kill 50 people.
I would say feel
Killing
like-
someone is worse
I
for
feel
sure.
like if you get all the money and you start doing good shit, it diminishes everything.
Yeah,
Just be an asshole. It's fine.
I don't.
I
Just
don't
be
know
a
if
rich
it's
asshole.
fine. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to be around somebody who's willing to kill people.
Yeah.
I'll pull up tomorrow in a Lamborghini. Yo, I did it.
You're not gonna believe what I just did.
Believe what happened.
Look at this.
Every time I look at another human, I see $1 billion over their head.
Killing people on a live podcast.
Yeah, that would absolutely fuck you up, dude. I think that would fuck you up forever. You could never forget about that if you beat someone to death.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
That has to be
especially
completely
a regular
unforgettable.
person.
Exactly. Somebody who you know is just not a bad person,
Yeah.
not a great person. They're
Yeah.
just a regular.
And I can't use a gun.
No gun.
But
So you have to be connected to the murder.
You need to bonk them quickly on the head so they don't talk, so it's much less
I would get in a car crash.
damaging to you.
Car crash.
Car crash?
Yeah, hit him with a car.
Now that's a good one.
Hey man.
But you're gonna get
That's
hurt
a quick
too.
one.
What if I have a big truck?
What
What if I rent a big truck?
You're just in a cyber truck rolling around.
Look, I have $1 billion to take out of the budget,
Yeah.
so I can budget with $1 billion.
You get yourself a U-Haul. You rent that out for $29.99.
And that's it.
You take him out.
Take him out. Wait for him to cross the street.
Yeah. You just
Oh no, I didn't see the stop sign.
whoa, son. Get on the grass. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a tough one, dude. But $1 billion, Look what money make a bitch do, dude.
What that money make a bitch do?
I think
Yeah,
money
I
can
don't
corrupt
know.
people, man.
Yeah,
can.
for sure.
Especially that much. That's like unimaginable amounts of money.
Absolutely. I think it makes people do things that they otherwise probably
do.
would never have done.
Yeah.
I disagree with that sometimes.
You think they would have done it
I
anyways?
feel like they would have done it anyways, but sometimes the money justifies it.
Bro, people be killing people for like $5,000. People be killing people
That's
for
true.
like, it's ridiculous. Sometimes like you see these stories. I've been following ABC Houston or whatever. You see these stories and you're like, how could you throw your whole life away for like $300? Like people go in and rob a gas station. How much money do you think you're gonna get?
You're gonna get at the gas.
Dude,
station.
I saw.
Are you fucking crazy? What are you doing?
I saw a video of these guys, two dudes. They went into a smoke shop, and the owner was like this Vietnamese guy, like a younger dude.
Yeah.
And they were trying to rob him, and he was at the register, and he was like, "Hold up, like, I'm getting you the money. I'm getting you the money." And then one of the young guys tries to jump over the counter. He's like, "Hurry up, hurry up!" He tries to jump over the counter. When he jumps over the counter, the Vietnamese dude gets him with a knife,
Yeah.
stabs the shit out of him. The guy is yelling out. He's like, "I'm dead. He's
Yeah.
stabbing me. He's stabbing me.
Yeah.
I'm dead."
He's like, he got me.
He literally yells, "I'm dead. He's stabbing me."
Yeah.
As
And the other
Asian
guy runs away.
He runs away.
He leaves him there.
As this Vietnamese guy murders
Yeah.
this fucking kid.
And the guy fucking limps out and just falls like in the middle of the place or something.
I'm dead.
I'm dead.
He literally
He
died.
stabbed me real good.
The friend's like, I got the $100.
That's insane that people
I'll carry
would-
on this legacy for both of us.
Like, how much money do you think you're gonna get from a place like that, dude? It's not gonna. At most, maybe $1,200, $1,300.
God.
Like, how much do you really think you're gonna get?
If you're gonna rob somewhere, you go rob a bank. You get
Yeah,
right down
man.
to it, and you fucking figure out the way to do it, and you rob a bank.
It's tough.
It is tough nowadays. It's impossible. I think.
Yeah.
You don't. Do people even rob banks and get away with it now? Like, is that even a?
I don't even think people rob
Is that even a
banks
thought anymore?
I don't think anyone robs banks anymore because
Yeah.
they don't hold a lot of cash there.
And truly, I mean, you can rig that shit so good.
Yeah.
If you're the bank manager, whatever the fuck, it'd be so hard to rob the place.
Yeah.
And I
Someone has to let you in the safe. You can give them the marked bill, all that
That's
shit.
what I was about to say. I think a lot of the bills that they'll give people who are robbing
Yeah.
shit are marked.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you're asking them to give you the money.
I would steal items from a
Yeah.
bank, like things that people have like in holding and shit.
Like a
the
stapler?
vases. Yeah, take the vases and staplers.
Yeah.
No, they have like.
I'm
safes
taking this
and shit.
chair.
You talking about security deposit boxes?
Yeah.
You figure out how to get. But then again, think about how many
But
of
you gotta
those
get
there
back
are.
there.
Think
Yeah.
about how many of those there are, and how much useless bullshit are in some of them.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Like
You're gonna have
pictures
to
of
be there
pictures
for
of
it,
people's
like-
families.
You're going to be there for like 2 hours opening them up.
The cops
Nothing.
are like, bro, we're outside.
Yeah. This is a picture of their grandmother. This is
You fucking start trying to take hostages. Like, you guys ever seen the movie Inside Man?
No.
Nah.
Amazing. Denzel Washington, directed by Spike Lee.
Yeah.
So
Another?
fucking good. It's about these people who are robbing a bank, and then they start to they get hostages,
Mhm.
and like the whole movie goes between like the police negotiating with the guy who's running like the operation of stealing the bank, which is
Yeah.
Denzel Washington. Amazing. I'd 100% check it out.
Reminds me of John Q.
It's
Another
a
hostage
little,
movie.
it's a little John Q-y. It's a
Yeah.
little John Q-y. Denzel
Is he as nice though as he is in
steals the
John
scene.
Q?
Um,
Or is he more hardcore?
he's a little bit hardcore, but he doesn't really like hurt the hostages. He's
Yeah.
he's there for the money.
Okay, so he's not chit chatting with them
He's-
like he is in John Q.
He's very intelligent though. He's playing mind games with the cops.
Yeah.
Like he's playing mind games to get what he wants, and the cops think they're like a step ahead of him, and he ends up being a step ahead of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the shit like that keeps happening. He's like, "I'll release a hostage if you give me this."
Yeah.
And he kind of tricks them. Like shit like that keeps happening and happening. Amazing movie.
Truly in real life though, you're never gonna win a hostage situation.
No.
You're
How
done,
do you win?
bro.
You need to leave somehow. Like,
Yeah.
okay, everybody, I'll let all the hostages out, but everyone leave. Everyone just go
Everyone
home.
just let me go home.
Yeah, everyone just relax and let me get in my car and leave. Like, there's no way in hell you're getting out of there.
Yeah, like what are they gonna do? Like give me? I want a private jet to fly me to the Bahamas or some shit like that. Like
Yeah.
no. Who is?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
They're going to take you out and you're going to jail.
Let me go find a private jet and pull it up right here for you. Sure thing, idiot.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 8,000 cops inside the jet when you walk in.
Yo, I love that part of the movie because they never show what happens after. They
And John
leave the
Q or
building.
Inside Man.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're going to give you the jet and everything. You'll be fine. Then they walk out the building and they just arrest their ass.
Wait, you talking about Inside Man?
I'm talking about in general.
Oh.
In those movies.
In those type of movie.
Oh, okay.
One of the most famous ones you guys ever seen is called Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino.
Nah.
That's a really good one. So it's kind of a similar deal. He's like has hostages in the bank, and eventually he's like talking with the fucking dude, the police negotiator, and he gets them to agree to like bring a limo, and he puts the hostages in the limo, and he gets in the limo with them. He's holding the gun to their head, and the limo drives them to the airport. And when they get to the airport, the cops just fucking murk Al Pacino and his his partner.
That's what you could imagine happens. Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
You cannot get away. The whole time everyone's following you around because they want the hostages out of the car. It's like, you're not going to get away. There's just no way.
Private plane my ass. We are not putting that on our taxes.
Yeah, and you're asking them for the thing to get away in? You don't think they put like a fucking air tag in there or something? You know how easy that is? Like, you're not leaving, dude. Yeah.
You're going to take me there.
Let me get through TSA after I just had a bunch of hostages. Hurry. Like, showing your passport. I need to get on this plane now. They're after me. At the old place I was working at, near like the Galleria-ish area, one person stole 2 ATMs.
Why?
It's like a crew of people. They had like a truck, and they roped up the ATM with a chain and yanked it out of the floor.
Fire.
And they threw it in the back of their
Can
truck.
they track them bitches?
I guess so. I don't know if they got caught, but I remember it was like a story. It had just happened. They
I'm
had
pretty
done,
sure
done it
they
twice.
With all the technology and stuff nowadays, I feel like it's much more difficult for people to commit crimes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You better take that bitch out to the woods and fucking get to welding or something.
Yeah.
Like, the opposite of welding.
You
What
better
is
have
that?
a plan as soon as you leave.
Or I feel
Yeah.
like your crimes have to be more sophisticated if you're gonna do crimes nowadays. Like it has to be like cybercrime type shit to really be effective at like doing shit. Because if you're
Wait.
going in places trying to
Physical
rob,
crime is
that's
tough.
just so stupid.
Did
For
they
sure.
drive with the ATM on chains?
I never saw the video of it or anything,
Okay.
but they yanked it out of the floor, and I believe they just dragged. No.
They were dragging it on
Actually, I might have
I-10.
seen the video. I think they yanked it out of the floor. It falls. 2 guys get out, and they
pick it
somehow pick it up. Yeah,
Okay.
it might be more than 2 guys.
That's like some GTA shit, man.
yeah,
Where
and
like
they
they
just toss it in the bed.
they rob the Brinks truck. If you ever noticed the Brinks truck, it's always 2 dudes. One with
Yeah.
a shotgun, and then one's like the driver.
I have been seeing them lacking a little bit recently. I have
one
been
dude?
seeing Brinks truck with one guy.
Oh,
Bro.
I ain't gonna say where I'd be seeing it.
And low
But it's
key,
right down the street from me.
you ever walk like in a Kroger or something like that, and the
Yes.
Brinks truck is parked outside,
Yes.
and you walk right by it, and they don't even look at you?
It's just a truck full of
I'm like,
money.
dude,
And I'm like, brother,
there's a lot of people walking around here.
There's one
fuck
dude.
a lot of people. It's me walking
Yeah.
by.
Bro,
here.
if there's
Who's to
one
say I'm not a
dude-
trained assassin?
All you gotta do is take out. If it's one guy, just take him out.
Yeah, but
You
they're
can
in the
take the truck.
bulletproof thing. It's tough. You got to
and
get
the
them
guys
out.
are never in shape.
No.
No, they're always
No.
heavier set fellows.
They're always dudes who look like they were in shape 20 years ago. And now they're not. Now they're just guys on their phones while the other guy's inside.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's how I guess I'd have to figure out the whole routine that they do. But you
Yeah, I
got to
don't
take the
know.
guy in the car out first.
Yeah.
And then when the guy comes back out with the money, you're in the car waiting and you got the mask on, and then you turn to him and you
I'm
look,
sure they-
and he's like, "Oh fuck."
With technology nowadays, they probably have like a button they press inside the car for whenever that shit happens.
Yeah.
Like
for
I've
sure.
seen videos online of like cars trying to like pull them over to the side of the road, and the driver just trying to like keep the car steady, and then you can hear
Yeah.
gunfire into the Brinks truck.
It's pretty
Oh
crazy.
my
Yeah, I seen that video. He's on the highway, right?
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
the newbie is like freaking out. He's like a young black dude. He's like,
Yeah. And he's like,
and
it's all right. It's all
the
right.
veteran's like, it's all right. Let me drive.
Yeah.
And he's just fucking. The veteran's
just
just
like
calm
this.
and cool. Just
Dude, like weaving through traffic in this Brinks truck, and you can see
Hell
like the
nah.
bullet because it's like bulletproof
the
glass. but you
horror
can
on
see
this young black dude's
Yeah.
face. He's like, oh shit, I didn't know this job was gonna be like this.
That's why they paid me fucking $70K to do this, or however much. I wonder what their salary is.
They
you
probably get
paid
paid
well.
decent. It's probably like $70K. I bet.
You have
bro.
to get paid well for that, or I'm gonna just steal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
Or
steal.
I'll
money
set it up.
while
I'll
I'm
tell my
at work.
homeboys. I'll be like, guys, just pull up, man.
Hell yeah!
Pull up. I'll pretend like
I'll pretend that I'm scared when you
Yeah.
pull a shotgun out. No, they pay
no
me
way in
enough so
hell.
I don't.
How
take
much?
it.
The average hourly pay for the Brinks armored truck jobs category in Houston is $25.64 an hour.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. It's like 50.
That's like 50 something.
55,
That's not
60K a
bad.
year.
Not enough to put your life on the line.
True.
I guess if
Not
you're a
enough for your
retired
life.
guy who was like a cop at some point, you know, and you
It's pretty chill money. You're not really doing too much. You're picking it
Yeah.
up. You're bringing it to the
I
thing.
feel like
and they
most
drop it
jobs
off.
you get robbed at, they don't pay you enough.
yeah,
Like
Usually.
cashiers and shit. Like, oh my god, fuck, take the money.
yeah.
Give me some when you leave.
Yeah, please take whatever you want.
Yeah, take
Bro.
whatever you want. Bro, I'm getting $8.25.
Gas station employees deserve way more praise.
Oh hell yeah.
Those
man.
people be there night and day, dude.
Yeah.
Dealing with probably the worst people.
Worst.
Oh yeah,
the
man.
worst people.
Think
dude.
about all the creepy motherfuckers pulling up super late at night.
Yeah. That seems horrible. And then you ever see like a girl there late at night or something? I'm like, you need to
Yeah.
leave. You need to get out of here.
You need to get out of here.
You need to go far away from this place.
That's
Yeah,
why a
it's-
lot of them now they close off the front doors and they have like a little window. And
Yeah.
at night, if you want to go something, if you want to buy something, you have to go to the little window and they'll give it to you through there.
That's true. Yeah, actually, I don't think I know a single gas station that is open 24 hours like inside.
I do.
Like all of them, I think I know are the window thing. Like
Nah,
at 4
there's a
a.m.
couple- There's a couple like there's one on Washington that's open like that.
Okay, that's yeah. You got to let people come in there.
Yeah,
the line would
there's-
be crazy outside.
Yeah, that is true.
Gas station in Washington. Fucking crazy shit.
It's
dude.
embarrassing walking up to the window trying to buy Plan Bs though.
Yeah.
Can I get a
Wait,
plan?
you can buy Plan B at a
I
gas
was
station?
just joking.
Oh,
I think it's only a pharmacy thing.
Yeah.
expensive as fuck, dude. This pill will kill whatever thing you have in there. That is absurd. That's a dirty job right there, gas station.
Whatever's riding in
man.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. All right, boys. That's a good note to end on. Let's,
Okay.
let's call her a day.
Bye.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye.